Have you ever encountered a business setback so crushing it made you doubt your entire path? What if you learned that 85% of the world's most iconic entrepreneurs, names like Elon Musk, Oprah Winfrey, and Serena Williams, owe their greatest triumphs to the lessons buried in their deepest failures? Serena Williams, the tennis powerhouse who claimed 23 Grand Slams and demolished every obstacle, shares a revelation that upends conventional wisdom. I grew most not from victory, but from failure. While many pursue success as the ultimate prize, Serena's unyielding journey unveils a bold truth. Failure isn't a stumbling block. It's the molten core where legends are molded. This article explores her profound insights, weaves in captivating entrepreneur stories, and offers actionable steps to transform your struggles into a legacy of greatness before time slips away. Envision the electric tension of a Grand Slam match, where Serena Williams faced a humbling defeat against her sister Venus in the 2001 US Open semifinal. The crowd's hushed disappointment cut deep, her confidence wavering, and her future uncertain. Instead of retreating, she turned the loss into a masterclass, studying every misstep and channeling her energy into relentless training. The next year, she seized the US Open title, sparking a reign that redefined the sport. Serena later mused, "Failure was my toughest coach. Victory just gave me a stage to shine."
We did it, everyone!
This resilience
200,000
resonates in the
users.
business
Thank you
realm.
so much.
Meet Linda, a New York entrepreneur whose debut meal delivery app crumbled under logistical chaos and market miscalculations, leaving her $50,000 in debt with investors vanishing. On the edge of despair, Serena's words sparked a transformation. Linda dissected her errors, pivoted to a hyper-local grocery delivery service, and within 2 years built a user base of 200,000, attracting major funding. She now declares, "I thought failure was my grave, but Serena revealed it as the seedbed of my success. I turned loss into a launchpad." Her journey proves that in business, failure is not a dead end, but a catalyst for extraordinary growth.
It
A
really
widespread
is.
illusion
This
among
winning
entrepreneurs is that victories crown their worth, while failures expose their flaws. This mindset traps many in a cocoon of caution, stifling innovation to safeguard their image. Ancient Stoic Seneca captured a parallel truth. Fire tests gold, adversity tests the soul. Failure then becomes a crucible for character. Consider Michael, a London innovator whose first fashion e-commerce platform collapsed due to a botched inventory system and fierce competition, draining his savings and inviting scorn. Rather than surrendering, he embraced the collapse as a blueprint for reinvention. He mastered supply chain dynamics, teamed up with local artisans, and launched a sustainable clothing line now raking in $1 million revenue. Michael reflects, "Serena's vision turned my downfall into a drawing board. It sketched the empire I built." His story illustrates how failure's lessons can architect a thriving enterprise from the ruins. What if your next business stumble isn't a setback but a dormant power ready to erupt? Could it be the moment you uncover a tenacity that outshines your rivals? Michael's rebirth suggests this possibility, but the real magic lies in how you unleash it. To begin sculpting your own legend, start by dissecting your failures. Spend 10 minutes jotting down your last 3 business misadventures, what derailed them and what wisdom they yielded. Anna, a San Francisco entrepreneur, did this after her eco-friendly product line floundered due to a misjudged pricing strategy. She identified her oversight on customer budgets, took a pricing course, and shifted to a subscription model, doubling her revenue in a year. Anna remarks, "Serena's insight transformed my flop
We're
into a
just thrilled to have you
foundation.
join our team.
I reconstructed my vision from the debris." This exercise shifts your gaze from blame to brilliance, setting the stage for a resurgence. Cultivate resilience with daily bold moves. Commit to one daring act like pitching to a skeptical investor, mastering a dreaded skill, or reaching out to an ideal client. Tom, a young entrepreneur in Chicago, watched his online store falter due to weak marketing. Inspired by Serena, he began with 15-minute daily ad experiments, scaled to a robust campaign, and hit 6-figure sales on his next launch. He says, "Failure felt like a roadblock, but Serena's fire turned it into a runway. I grew bolder each day."
Sophie checks the supply chain.
This practice turns
Light from the
fragility
books
into
increases
fortitude,
from the side.
equipping you for the
sound of flipping
entrepreneurial
paper
arena.
shows
A
reform.
common trap is shunning failure to preserve pride. Entrepreneurs dodge risks, believing stability ensures triumph, yet this breeds stagnation. Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, "You control your mind, not external events. Mai, a startup founder in Boston, froze after her app launch bombed, dreading further disgrace. Serena's boldness nudged her to retry with a streamlined prototype, earning venture capital support. Mai observes, and failure wasn't my embarrassment, it was my forge for strength. To escape this, tackle one fear weekly, converting doubt into determination. Another pitfall is withdrawing after a setback, feeling isolated in your struggle. Community becomes your anchor. Han, a small business owner in Seattle, struggled when her handmade goods shop failed due to low foot traffic. Joining a local entrepreneur circle, she shared her challenges and gained online marketing tactics to thrive. Han notes, Serena taught me failure isn't final with allies. I soared with their wisdom. Seek a mentor or network to transform solitude into a stronghold of support.
And this is a very
Let's enrich this
interesting
with more
page.
entrepreneurial tales. David, a tech visionary in Silicon Valley, saw his virtual reality startup collapse from overpromised features and underfunding, losing $100,000. On the brink of quitting, Serena's philosophy guided him to simplify based on user insights, relaunching as a corporate training tool now valued at $5 million. He chuckles. Failure was my alarm clock. Serena showed me how to awaken opportunity. His ascent highlights how failure can redirect you to riches. Sophie, a Paris e-commerce trailblazer, faced a crisis when her luxury goods site tanked due to counterfeit scandals, losing trust and clients. Instead of folding, she overhauled her supply chain, partnered with verified artisans, and rebuilt a brand now worth millions.
He didn't realize the cat was in the bag
Sophie
until we got
says,
to the vet.
Serena's perspective made failure my sculptor.
Oh no,
It
what
chiseled my
happened next?
victory. This reveals how setbacks can carve out business brilliance. James, a London entrepreneur, hit rock bottom when overexpansion bankrupted his logistics firm. Rather than giving up, he studied lean operations, scaled back strategically, and relaunched a profitable niche delivery service. James remarks, failure was my tutor. Serena's tenacity led me to a new pinnacle. His revival shows how failure imparts lessons for scalable success. In essence, Serena's wisdom illuminates.
Cheers,
Growth
everybody,
arises
to a
not
good
from
year.
victory, but from the crucible of failure. By analyzing setbacks, building habits, confronting fears, seeking support, and applying this across health, creativity, relationships, parenting, and entrepreneurship, you shape your legend. Take Mr. Nam, a Vietnamese war veteran who turned his initial failed venture into a global handicraft export business. He smiles. Failure etched my journey. Serena showed me the way. The next article will reveal how to sustain this growth as a lifelong pursuit. Don't miss it. Reflect on a business failure today. Take a courageous step and share if you can. Wishing you strength to become your own legend.